World's most successful people, impactful people, leaders, genius people, impressive personalities, actors, singers, thinkers, doers, seekers, believers, passionate people, curious people, scholars, meriters, and mystic who have changed the world in many generations. They all have this common five rules, five successful rules to guide their personal life, the personal behavior, and the personal restraint. If we follow these five rules to guide the personal life, we would be able to focus and be able to focus our attention on any subject, any object to bring the success undeviated way. And this sustained attention only can brings the concentration power in our mind, and that is called concentration meditation. This genius people has always followed these five rules to increase their attention power, their focus power, and their concentration power. Only by this concentration meditation, by following these five rules, five successful rules. These five rules for the personal equation, balancing the personal equation is SWACHHA, SANTOSH, Tapa, SWADHYAY, and Ishwar Pranidhan.
Where SWACHHA means cleanliness, SANTOSH means containment, mental containment, Tapa means commitment, discipline, continuous action, and SWADHYAY means self-study, and Ishwar Pranidhan means surrender to the supreme power, universal identification, above the, beyond the individual identification.
These five niyamas refer to observance and restraints which govern an individual's personal life. Therefore, they can be said to govern the personal equation. And these niyams or rules, five rules to govern the personal equation that the genius people do is SWACHHA, SANTOSH, Tapa, SWADHYAY, and Ishwar Pranidhan.
That is, these five rules can bring the concentration meditation. Let's know them one by one.
Observes the cleanliness, purity of thought, words, and deed. Here the attempt is to look beyond attaining a daily personal hygiene and attire. If the mind is not willing to be structured, it will give the reason for shrinking it. So be aware of the excuse of the mind. These are generally similar, however small or big activities you want to do or not do. Just be careful that the first rule is to observe the cleanliness and purity of your thought, words, and deed. The second rule to guide the personal equation is containment. It means to feel happy, content. It is the internal feeling of completeness. Is being happy unconditionally. It is experiencing steady state of joy that doesn't fluctuate with external limitation or abundance. The third is austerity, Tapa. Tapa, the personal rule, third personal rule, has to do with austerities, penance, oaths take upon oneself voluntarily. It refers to commitment, discipline, and consistent action. It leaves no room for lethargy and a laid-back attitude. Make a beginning by taking a small commitment in household activities, impersonal goals. It is a way to catch the mastermind and to make it to follow the commands. If it is not following, it indicates the rigidity, past programming of the mind that perhaps feel limiting or binding. And If the mind is readily following it, it is a positive energy. It is the milestone on the way to self-growth. The fourth rule for the self-equation, self-restrainment, to guide the self-life is SWACHHA, self-study. It is the study of oneself, the pure self. SWACHHA practices involve study of scripture, learning under
Living enlightened scholars or
study materials, or learning from scholar, satsangs, company of truthful, like-minded people, guru, listening to spiritual discourses, etc. And the last out of the 5 rules for the personal equation, personal life, that the genius people do for their prompt success, easy success, is Ishwar Pranidhan, surrender to God. It means to surrender to supreme, real truth, real energy. The action which we perform bear the fruits as per the law of karma. We are here for playing the role we are subjected to, and the while doing so, progress toward the fulfillment. In this journey, holding on to our ego, attachments, passions cannot take us beyond pain, misery and suffering. Ishwar Pranidhan help us. Surrender to God help us to realize our limitedness.
open the wisdom of high level of perception, skill and knowledge for us by providing infinite power and energy within our mind. Thank you friends. In next video we'll learn the 5 rules to guide our social conduct and social behavior that the genius people do.